to. A couple fourth down, we went for it. Mendoza, great run. Took some chances, found a way. Let me tell you, we won the national championship at Indiana University. It can be done, and I'm so happy for our fans. Words can't describe it.
I brought it up a couple of weeks, and I also seen I brought it up a couple of weeks ago, and I also seen Stephen A. Smith. You know, he also said the same thing, that the amount of pressure that he's put on other coaches, head coaches out there. You get what I'm saying? Because you remember, I was like, well, damn, like, you know, Penn State, they let go James Franklin, and I was, you know, I was one of them people that I'm giving James Franklin the benefit of the doubt. I was saying that you know, Ohio State, you know, they're a more talented team. You get what I'm saying? Michigan, you know, they're the top teams. Then teams like Penn State and Indiana, they get all the leftovers or whatnot. But after seeing this performance this season, and not just this season, last season as well, it makes it that much harder to make excuses for some of these other coaches. You get what I'm saying? When you look at coaches like James Franklin, you know what I'm saying? When you look at coaches like Mike Norvell, you know, and so on and so on, you know, even Lincoln Riley, you know what I'm saying, at USC, you know,
Facts.
Kelly, you know, Chip, whatever they said, Chip Kelly, not Chip Kelly, but that was just at LSU that just got fired.
You talking about your boy Brian Kelly?
Brian Kelly, yeah. So when you see these players that haven't won a national championship, you know, it put the pressure on these dudes, man, especially when they're getting more talent. You know what I'm saying? Like Chip Kelly, you know, Notre Dame, LSU, you know, they name recruit alone, you know, outside of, you know, forget what coaches there, just that brand that you're going to bring in recruits. So even when you look at Alabama head coach, you know, even though I think Alabama should, you know, they fan base should take a chill pill, but that putting a lot of these head coaches on notice, man, when you got a coach, you know, when you got him that came in and was able to do a lot with less. You know what I'm saying? Not a single 5-star recruit was on his roster. Now, some people may come in and say that, you know, half of his players, the players on his team was 30, you know what I'm saying, was 25 to 30-year-old players on his team or whatnot. But you gotta salute them, man. And I think the pressure that's about to be put on these head coaches is warranted. You get what I'm saying? Because you look at the amount of resources that they have at these, man, this Indiana, man, like Indiana's not known for football. They're known for basketball.
Yeah.
So to come in and give them their first trophy or whatnot, that says a lot. And this is one of the things I felt that Lane Kiffin should have did. You get what I'm saying? And like with Ole Miss, you know, man, Curt Cignetti, man, his name is going to be penciled in as the cornerstone when you talk about Indiana football. You're not going to be able to talk about Indiana football without speaking about Curt Cignetti and Hernandez Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza. So these guys are penciled in, like, you know what I'm saying? You can see that, you know, it's a possibility that these two gonna have a statue in Indiana. You know what I'm saying?
You know it is, man. To be the first ever to do it. Oh man, so, they both getting statues.
So this is why I felt as though that Lane Kiffin should have stayed at Ole Miss. Like, you know, you finna go to LSU. I mean, if you win one championship, yeah, they gonna congratulate you, but whoop de do. You know what I'm saying?
Like whoop de do.
Saying you gonna get the same treatment Ed Ogeron got and Gus Malzahn. You gonna get the same treatment they got. You know what I'm saying?
Thing, man, like, you know, you got to look at that, man, and you know, with these jobs now, it's all about can you develop the players, and you got to have the right scheme for the players that you're bringing in, man. And I think, you know, Curt Cignetti has done a great job of finding the right guys, getting the right guys to fit his system, and he's found a great balance of portal guys and high school guys. And I think that's where a lot of these schools are messing up at, is because they're going after the flashy NIL guys or the 5-star guys, and they don't necessarily work. Like you said, that's why I feel like, Curt Cignetti has changed college football because, now you can your window for building a team, you only got like maybe 2 years, 3 years at max to get it done. And you can't get it done, then it's like, hey man, what are we paying you for, dog? We see what Curt did over at Indiana. So like I said, he has put a lot of pressure on these blue bloods. These blue bloods like LSU, Florida State, all these blue bloods, man, y'all, your coaches got you better figure it out, because if Curt can do it at Indiana, which is not a blue blood football school, it's going to be, like you said, bro, the pressure's just going to mount, man. But I like the space that college football is in the sense of the competition, that we don't know who's going to win it from a year in to win out now, because I think the power in the SEC is slowly going away in a sense. But I don't know. 3 years in a row, Big Ten teams has won it, dog. You know what I'm saying? So that got to be said something. So I just think, the way college football in now, as far as the parity, it's a great thing.
And the crazy part, man, Indiana could be a one-hit wonder team, right?
Right.
But when it all boils down, they gonna remember this year, right? This gonna stand bigger than any other thing that most of these other coaches doing at these other schools. You know what I'm saying? This is like I don't think a lot of people understand how big this story is, this movement is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so even you know what I'm saying, when you look at Miami, if they would have won, they would have been like the US back and everything. They would have celebrated and Corey Gables and whatnot. It would have been a great story. But Indiana, you know what I'm saying, they first national championship. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to even say the lack of talent, but the lack of recruits that they have versus some, you know what I'm saying, the other schools that they had to go against. You know what I'm saying? You look at Oregon, they blow Oregon out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's not even talk. Like, this is the second year in a row Oregon got blowed out too, might I add. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I forgot. They got beat. I forgot about
they got blowed out last year. They got blowed out this year.
Too. Absolutely.
Right.